Hello there, and welcome to High Profile Interviews, where we interview celebrities, royalties, successful business people, and influencers. My name is Rafael, and I'm the editor-in-chief of High Profile Magazine, England and Brazil. I'm also a publicist for entrepreneurs, business owners, and Instagram influencers. If you want to raise your profile in the media, to give interviews in newspapers, in magazines, and also TV, so you can become more visible, more credible, and more influential, get in touch with me. Today, I interview Susy Shikoda. She was born in Brazil and has lived in Japan, Spain, Croatia, Russia, and Hong Kong. Currently, she lives in London. After an experience with cancer, she became a master in NLP, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming. She's the author of Be Your Own Miracle and other 2 books. She's also an international speaker, a mind trainer, and neurocoach. She teaches people how to program their minds using the 7 senses to change to healthy habits. Her mission and purpose is to teach people that it is possible to heal even before you get sick. So, let's meet Susy Shikoda now. Hello everyone, it's Rafael and I'm back with High Profile Interviews. Today I have someone very special. She is in Italy at the moment, but she lives in the UK. Susy Shikoda was the cover of High Profile magazine in December, and she's here with me today to talk about her mind training and her formidable background. So let's jump in, let's meet this amazing woman, and let's start talking about how did you become, and you've done all these courses, Susy.
Hi, Rafael. Thank you so much for the invitation, for the interview. It was a pleasure to be in the High Profile magazine. You know, I had so much stuff to tell about after. It was a before and after the magazine, you know. And for me, it was a pleasure. So thank you so much. So how I started my journey. I used to say I will start my mission and my purpose in life. 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and the stage very high and very, very bad, let's say like that. And was a big challenge in my life. Believe me, for that, I created so much power, and I understand the power within and start to use. And what I really like to do is the communication, is working with people. And the cancer, for more difficult time I had, I start to going deep inside of me. How can I survive? How can I overcome this? More than survive, and it's overcoming. And what I'm teaching now, what I'm working with, is exactly what I did a few years ago on the cancer treatment. So I understand that as a simple person, if I do, everybody can do. So yeah, from a big experience.
So it was your journey going through breast cancer and going through the treatment and obviously surviving the treatment, that you then decided to invest, and you invested a lot in now trainings, because you've done NLP, you've done all those trainings that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and now do you focus on helping women who are going through cancer as well?
Yes. So when I start to understand how could I do the using basically my instinct, my intuition. It's everybody has, but nobody knows how to use. And I start to masterizing this on the NLP with some other energy techniques that I was going deeper to understand the root. And like I'm doing now, post-graduation in neuroscience and psychology, because I want to understand from where they start. And because my approach was on the breast cancer, I started to helping women in Brazil how to overcome with the seminars. So like a 3 days, 5 days seminars, teaching them my secrets. How I got so much success in my treatment, because I didn't have any side effect. My hair, I didn't lose my hair. I didn't have any side effect on the radiotherapy. The chemotherapy was very, very smooth. But why I did all this, how I did this is I will start to sharing with the women. And now I'm working with all types of cancer people, including family or people who has any time the cancer in a life.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, but you focus obviously in this process, because it's much more than a physical process, isn't it? It's physical, it's emotional, it's psychological, the process that you go through. And I think one thing that I'd like to focus now is because you talk a lot about your seven senses. And can you, because I was very curious, I had sessions with Susy, and it was amazing, and I will explain my experience in a minute. But let's talk about the seven senses that you talk so much, and you do your videos, you've written about it. So explain to the readers and viewers what are the seven senses and how you use and combine them to help people who are going through the cancer treatment at the moment.
Well, my job, my work, it's something then you can see I love what I do. I helping people healing for what make them sick. This is something then everybody asking, but what is this? This healing is come from energy and emotion level, who bring people to realize how much they can get through this. I'm teaching how to use the brain to programming the mind. And our brain, it's so intelligent, it's so powerful, so smart, that if you can read behind me, can you read what I wrote there?
Oh, I see. So you wrote it the other way around. So it's written essential mind training.
Exactly.
I see.
So our brain is so smart, then even the letters was opposite. Immediately when you look, you can see essential mind training. So exploring this machine, because we can compare the brain as a machine, because our brain is much more powerful than a computer. If you don't know how to switch on the computer, can you go to the Google, for example? You can't.
No.
So you need to know how to switch on the computer, how to put your password there, how to log in, and this and that. So basically, we're using the seven senses. Most people know about the five senses, the normal senses, right? The sight, the hearing, the smell, the taste, the touch. But I was studying a lot, and now in the neuroscience field, that one doctor, he's from Glasgow University, Dr. Steve Drave, and he was working on the psychologist department. And he realized we had, in his point of view, 33 types of senses.
33.
So we knew only five. Recently, we start to know more about the six senses. Is the intuition. Intuition is how we communicate with ourselves. Is the little voice then have inside of you saying, no, I don't have intuition. Is that voice is intuition. The seven senses. The seven sense is the energy. Seven sense is some people call spirituality.
Oh, I see. Some people call unconscious mind.
Exactly. It's the vital energy. So Aristotle realized that the world was made by earth, water, fire, air. But he also says we had the fifth sense, the fifth element, who is the vital energy, is our seventh sense. So how we use all the senses, because the fifth sense, what Dr. Steve says about the 33 is because the basic five open in more substance. For example, the taste. We have we can taste five different types of flavor. And from this flavor, it's open in, for example, spice sour, spice bitter. So he opened all the main senses in 33.
I see.
So basically, I explore all the senses so you can get through your mind based on the brain, because all the senses basically is coordinated, come from our brain. So if you have the capacity to know deeper the brain, is when you start to programming your mind. And I say programming because I don't believe in program and something that it pre-exists. This is the reprogramming. If you have your computer with so much junk, one time they will stop because you put things over things. And you have to clean to put a new program. This is what I do, for example, with the access bars. It's one of the techniques I also use to clean your brain, clean your mind, and then you introduce better things.
I think it's very good that you explain that, because a lot of people will be wondering, how can you reprogram your brain? I think it's a very good point where, so you must clear it first, because otherwise you're putting more things on top of. And is that something that you can, I know we probably don't have a lot of time, and obviously people need to get in contact with you to learn how that is done, but so you said you touched a little bit about the access bar. Is that something you can explain to us a little bit more?
Well, I also I follow a lots of neuroscientists and doctors, and one of my favorites is Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's American, and he believes that we need to have the coherence between heart and the mind. So when you're programming your mind is when you put there what you wanted to happen, right? But this is just gonna happen when you feel what you want. This is the coherence of the heart, because we say the heart is the emotion part, because we're feeling with our heart. So when you see with the eyes of your mind and you feel with your heart, like, I want a big house. How do I feel when I look and see my big house? I feel happy. I feel completed. This is the coherence with the brain and the heart. So the techniques I use, a part of the access bars, because it is a points that we have in the head, and then you just touch it and then you access them. I also energize them. I also teach them how to be feed. How did you eat for the brain? How do you energize your brain? How you work with your mind? This is part of my training, because now I'm doing the individual sessions because of the COVID. But the pandemic bring to us lots of awareness, because nobody knew or feel that mental health is so important.
Yes.
They didn't realize everybody has depression, everybody has anxiety. Some people think they have a schizophrenic attacks because they listen things, they see things that doesn't exist. So now the pandemic bring a lot of opportunity to we work, and we got attention for the people. They need to really release the stress. They need to have vital energy. They need to have a boosting the immune system. They need to strengthen the self-esteem, right? Because without self-esteem, we don't have a clear decisions. We don't know where to go. So, wow, is the connection, is really a big connection.
So let me, now that you touched there on your training, so if I, so because you mentioned that you do, so you have two main audiences, so obviously people who are going through cancer treatment, so then you can, obviously you can help with the treatment, with the mind training, and that is nutrition and all that is involved. And then you have those who want to maybe prevent it, so they want to have a healthier mind, but also a lifestyle. What would people expect by doing training with you?
Well, the people, my clients, the people I was working with now, believe me, I have a two audience. The audience with the supporting with the cancer. Then I share all my experience, everything who works with me, I share with them. I work with the families who had the people with the cancer, the emotion part. And also, I work with people who wants to prevent. I mean, it's not so conscious of people saying, I want to prevent cancer or I want to prevent heart attacks or something. But there's something that we work is with the emotions. And when you have balance in your emotion, and then you can easy management the stress, because the stress reflects in your emotions. It's so hard. Then people, for example, has a stomach problem like a gastritis or ulcers. This is by the emotions. So I'm supporting a lot of people getting through to this moment of the pandemic, dealing with the work, dealing with the relationship, really with what they want. What is the big why, to active. So I'm helping them materialize what they want, improve physical health and emotional health.
Okay. But tell me a little bit more than how the training sessions work, how long it takes, what are they going to learn? Do you need many of them? Can you give just a little bit more information about that?
Good. My sessions going around 1 hour and 1 hour and a half. So I make the balance of the energy. I make this coherence between the brain, the mind, and the heart. I do, for example, a lot of advices on how to eat properly. I'm not a nutritionist. I work on the food energy. So what's the food that boosts your brain, for example, to give you more energy? This is very important. I work with essential oils to balance the energy. I work on the brain only. It's really the brain, because I give some exercise, physically exercise for the brain. For example, hemispheres, lobes. So we work on the physically part of the brain, and we go for the conscious, subconscious, and analytical mind. And we're working this. We're making. I'll work a lot with the NLP, the Neuro-Linguistic Programming. That's very good to induce and bring people deeper inside. Mm-hmm. And of course, I work with another technique, the Electron Plus. Is the new version of the PMF.
Oh my God, is that the one that I had? So let's talk a little bit about that one. We're coming towards the end of our interview, but it's something that you must, if you are watching, get in touch with Susy. Is actually a machine that you do get some electrical shock. I had a few sessions and I was blown away. It's like amazing. So explain to people, it's difficult for me to, apart from saying it was an amazing experience, but obviously it's difficult for people to kind of get it, what it is, because when Susy, with this machine, she touches you, you do get electrified, but it does give you more energy. It is amazing. Explain, because it's, for me, obviously, I won't be able to explain the way that you do. The only thing that I can say is do it and try and feel it, because it is amazing. But explain to people what it's like.
Okay. Electron Plus is the new version of the PMF. PMF is the technique, post-electromagnetic field, that NASA discovered to treat the astronauts. Because the astronauts, when they left the Earth, they're losing the magnetic field, the energy. So this machine, they boost your energy. It's like our body is kind of a cell phone. When they discharge, when they need the battery, they need to charge, right? Our body is the same because we're made by energy. So Electron Plus, they give you, boost your energy. How they do this? Through the electrons. And we work in all the points of the body because we are full of energy points, right? So some people call meridians, central points of energy. So we start to get this energy from your energy points.
Is this the same as chakras? Just to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah,
Who knows? Yeah, it's the same of the chakras and the meridian.
Okay.
And working on the here we have a big nerve. So we're working on this vagus nerve. We're working on the trigeminal nerve here, and of course we're working on our center eye that connected with our pineal gland. So the machine, they work just in full your body, and the nerve system, digestive system, on the cardiac system, digestive system. So it's kind of balancing your energy. The electrons go straight to your cell, and one cell health, what they do? They will make whole your body health. So that's why people love it because we're working in very deep levels.
It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I tried and I can't recommend it enough. So just before we go, I think for those who are watching us, can you teach us something quickly? Like, can you tell us and maybe to do something?
Very good. Okay. So when you want to focus, right? When you want to focus in something. So let's work with our mechanoreceptors. It's points that we have on the top of the finger. Then when we connect, we're making a connection directly with the brain. So, okay, it's not just your physical body need to stretch. Your mind, your brain also need to stretch. So you will start just holding your fingers like this, open and close, open and close. Don't need to be too strong, just feel the point of your fingers, right? This is one stretch. We're gonna do another one. It's like this. You feel like your toes will fall down, hold. And work with the breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good.
So your fingers just go like that.
Yeah, like you're holding, like this, right. Holding.
Okay.
So it looks so simple, yeah? But now you'll be stretching. Do this 30 times, okay? After this is the more funny one. Because what you need to do, you need to work with your both sides of your brain, right and left hemispheres. The right is the creativity, the emotion, and the left is the rational one. So hands like this, right? So one hand, you're gonna make a peace symbol. And the other hand, you're gonna make the okay, right? Now, with the other hand, you're gonna do okay, and the other hand, you're gonna do peace. Peace, okay. Peace, okay. Exactly. You see, you're laughing. There's a lot of hormones coming right now. You
Hold on.
and try to do this quick, fast as you can. So if you do this, you start to working with your brain.
It does.
One another. It's very nice. It's like this. Can I see this?
Yeah.
And point, and like you want a lift. So do again. Dun. It's so nice. Oh, look at me. I'm trying to. This is not easy.
The brain gets really confused.
Confused. So if you do this 30 times every day, you start to feel improving. Also, for example, brush your teeth with the opposite hand, taking shower on the darkness, eating with the left. If you right hand, eat with the left hand. So these small things helping a lot and prevent Alzheimer, because we're creating new connections on our brain with our neurons.
Oh,
So
I see. So it forces your brain to do something else.
Alzheimer, yes.
Ah, brilliant.
I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. I'm going to try to do my exercises when I'm at home now. It's a very good one. So thank you so much, Susy. If you guys want to read Susy's story, the link for the magazine is going to be at the end of the video. Susy was the cover of our magazine in December, so the story is there. We have a new website coming up very soon, and Susy will be there too, so you can read more. For now, Susy, enjoy Italy. I hope you're enjoying there. We are, yes, I know it's cold. We're doing this in February, but enjoy the snow. You must be very beautiful where you are. And I will see you when I'm back in London.
Oh, yeah. So I'll see you in London.
Okay.
And I see you in my sessions again.
Thank you. Goodbye. And I hope you all enjoyed once more high profile interviews. And next week, we will have someone also very special, and she will be talking about fashion. For now, thank you, and I'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye.